Up tall. His chest here. Front legs and paws. Back haunches and paws. And then his brother here, his head lines up with this part of him. Hello. Yes, I'm back. I'm alive again. I now have a bit of a cough again. I do remember you. I think one of your videos actually showed up when I was scrolling on the shorts this morning. That's somebody's tail, but I don't know whose tail. I know I missed going live. I was thinking about a lot of you guys. Just laying there miserable. I so badly wanted to come and draw and talk to you guys, but I was alternating between chills and all my joints ached in my body and my teeth were chattering so hard. Yes, you were Olivia. Yes, I figured you were the same Olivia, but I guess I should never assume. Okay, a pair of serious twin tabbies here. I'm not sure. Here, I'll show you guys. Their names are Chip and Dale, and I'll be honest, I'm not sure which one is Chip and which one is Dale. But they are Chip and Dale. So. And then I do still need to, if you were with me last time, finish the background of Uni. I did add a dragonfly to him, but I still haven't gotten around to finishing him. So if we have time, that's something we can do. But we've got 2 tabby boys to do. Tabbies take time, so. And I want to make sure that I get their pattern differences correct, because even though they're twins, something I could do while I was sick. I could investigate the differences between their coats. And that goes like this for his chest. Okay. And then he has long front legs. I'm surprised Katie hasn't jumped up onto the table. She and Echo have been quite grumpy and antsy because it's been so hot that they haven't been able to go outside at all this weekend. So, they've got a lot of pent-up energy. Oh, cool. So you can work on some art while I'm working on art. We can all do art together. Let's see. And then his ears are going out. I'm now left with a cough, you guys, so you're going to hear me coughing. I'm sorry. And talking aggravates the cough. I'm generally... Oh, Echo came in. Your smile, you're on camera, mister. He says I'm not going to look. He's wondering if because I'm in the kitchen, if I put fresh food into his bowl. Mister, you got an hour and 5 minutes. I want to make sure He actually came and napped with me in the bed. I've been really tired, which worried me that I was getting sick again. Because it was really hot again at the farmer's market yesterday. And I did take extra hydration. But it got to 100 with the humidity, and I didn't sleep the best last night. The heat messed up my stomach and had to make a few bathroom trips. It's not the vegetable parasite, though. I don't eat vegetables. I always knew those evil things were no good for us. We've got multivitamins for a reason. Vegetables, even without this whole parasite thing, have always bothered my stomach. So, unless they're like really boiled down in a casserole or a soup, I generally just can't eat vegetables. I just ate some saltine crackers. I'm taking it easy after that heat. And you know, in that one video, well, Kay did like eat saltine crackers. She's like, yeah, no, I don't want to. But today she actually ate one. She got up on my lap and she ate some. So it's like, you little stinker, you lied to our audience. All right. Here, let me finish these pair of pupils and then I'll show you Kated's in here. You can probably hear her bell. Kated, where are you? Where is she? Oh, there she is. She's down by. Hi, Kated. Everybody's looking at you. Yes, they are. She's like, do they have food for me? She just wants food. That's all she wants. Oh, I think she just hit her head jumping up onto that chair. She is a cute girl and she knows it. Wednesday, in just a few days, she has to go to the neurologist for her summer appointment. They're going to steal her blood and test it, and they're going to want to talk about how she's been doing with her epilepsy. So that's coming up. Oh no. Now you have a happy accident, as Bob Ross would say. He's a long, slender boy. All right, before I ink his paws, his legs do come together. I actually need to go like this. No, it needs to go from part to together. His paws are together here. Like that. We're just gonna freestyle it. Katie, you're awfully jingly. There we go. Okay. Yes, I did see your cat. They were so cute. What's your cat's name again? Oh, congratulations on that. Hi, Cranny. Oh, is your cat's name Clara? Yes, I believe you said that when we talked about Clara versus Clara. I always want to say Clara because that's how it was with the Doctor Who companion. Even though she was like my least favorite companion we've ever had, honestly. But you know, it's not for me to say. I was not the decision maker of the show, so it's fine. Okay, so what kitty one done? Clara, okay. I think that's the American way to say it. I did. I saw the lore one. I saw that this morning when I was trying to get back to sleep after my stomach was upset. Okay. Now we do brother number 2. I do live in America, yes. That's why, well, okay, you guys probably don't see, but when I post on Blue Sky and Twitter that I'm going to be going live, I always put 5 p.m. Central Time. Because Central Time is something that's in the middle of America with the state I'm in. I did like the lore video. I like the background you had on it, the like music and stuff too. And I like how you had the text. I believe yours had the text that I could read. Because I'm hard of hearing, so I can't always make out what's being said around me. Especially if there's background noise or background music. So I like it when, I don't know, I wish there was a way I could make subtitles appear on here. I don't know if there's a way you guys, when you're watching me, can make subtitles appear. But, though right now you probably hear jingle, 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 jingle from Kated walking in the background. Kated, you're going to mess up my subtitles. Because I always have closed captioning, and I've taken several courses in sign language. I'm semi-fluent. I know one day I'm probably going to be deaf. Katie, that's just a piece of paper. It's not edible. No, don't eat the paper. Just slide that over by. Oh, now she's really confused. Like, she liked the sound that made when it slid. She caught a cicada the other day. So now she's like in prime. It was this little one from my sticker making thing. Labels for the farmer's market. I mean, I guess it would just be fiber, but since it's adhesive, her tail's. She's drinking from my water now. Hydration. Big fan of hydration, that girl. You dropped a hair on my paper, Kaden. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've had some people tell me they're from the UK. No, you're not going to now pull my cup off the table. We've had enough water spill on the floor this week. And your tail's kind of in my bubble. I know, because she was standing kind of in that corner up there, drinking my water, so her tail, she's jumped down now. She's had her fill of water, so she's off. Oh, she's back. I liked the one, I don't remember, okay, I'll be honest, I'm really, really bad at names. I love that your guys' names show up right here for me. It's a really bad trait as a teacher that I cannot remember names. But I like the one that was white with the green and the orange details. But I don't remember its name. Be completely honest with you. And I think, because I've been telling my mom about, like, hey, I'm going live, and she's like, who's these people? I'm like, well, I don't know. Olivia and Lola, and she's like, you remember their names? Only because I see them typed right here constantly. Seeing them continuously over and over, and every time you say something, your name. I wish I had like a bubble that would appear whenever my kids talk, and I could see their names more often. Then maybe I could remember their names better. Some of them talk enough to warrant I'd know their name forever. Okay, ears. I think we might just freehand with ink the ears. His ears are pointier. Kate, it has zoomies. So she's all kinds of jangly out there. There's one ear. I am going to make a guideline, though. Okay, so this tall, this short, and this. Okay. Now I know my parameters. I made that ear kind of skinny. I know a way we can problem solve. Like that. And then kind of make a matching over there. There we go. I problem solved. Now it just looks like his ear is tilting a little bit. All right. Now back to the pencil to get his body positioned out. All righty. So we can see a bit of his back like this. And then it comes down to his rump. And then his arm here. Pardon me. And there's just the barest hint of a paw here. Okay. Yeah, Kate always wants to have a taste of what I'm eating. If it's cat friendly, I'll usually give her a taste unless she's being a brat. If she doesn't eat her breakfast or dinner, she doesn't get people snacks. That's just kind of a rule we follow in my family. Because my mom and dad follow the same rule for their pugs. Oh, she's back. She's getting in our bubble, you guys. Yeah, I'm talking about you, girl. Because there are times when their pugs will decide, I don't feel like eating dog food today. And then when mom is eating her food, they're like, well, we're hungry. And she's like, well, your dog food's right over there. Because my mom's really bad about sharing people food with animals. Really bad. She has zero willpower when it comes to a hungry animal. Zero. But she and dad have agreed that if they don't eat their regular food, they don't get any bites of people food. So, and I generally follow that rule too. If Kate is not eating her cat food, there's not going to be any fun people bites. It's just listening to a story that's, yeah, I think my dad listens to these podcasts that are AI, that are about this like cowboy in the Old West. Not fully sure. He tried showing me one time. It was rather dull. But he's a big fan of Westerns. So I don't know. The podcast I like the most is called, it's actually on its last season, but you guys can always go back and rewatch the past seasons. It's called Strange Sessions, and it's about things about cryptids and like missing 411 in the national parks and, oh, why were you crying? Spooky stuff. Did something bad happen yesterday, Olivia? Oh, you got yelled at? Okay, well, why were you yelled at? I mean, not to victim blame, but were you doing something you knew you shouldn't? Or was somebody just having big feels and took it out on you? I'm going to put the table line back here. It's a bit farther back then. Because I know sometimes my dad, when he gets frustrated, he just yells. And it's like, we're not the reason you're mad. Don't take it out on us. There's a mystery tail here, and I don't know if it's his tail or his tail, so I'm just going to conjoin them with a tail. Oh, that's just ridiculous. The whole, I hope you have children as awful as you. Well, how do you even know I'm going to have kids? Some people are just so ridiculous and stupid. Alrighty. I'm going to start with these colors. So again, if you've been with me before, you know I'm using the Tombow dual brush markers, but we're going to be using the pointy end. Ugh, my mom was always hassling me to have kids because, like, My brother has flat out said he's going to give her grandkids, but she's like, it's not the same because you're not birthing it from your own body. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of like gross TMI thing. She's like, it's different. You came out of my body and your baby will come out of your body. So that grandchild will be like more mine. And I'm like, that's just kind of ew. I had to say some nasty things that I know really hurt her feelings at the time, but it got her to shut up and she's never brought it up again. She knows she's only going to get grandcats from me. She has a granddaughter named Katie did and a grandson named Echo. And that's going to be the extent of what I give her. And she's going to have to accept that. I'm not going to be getting married. And I'm not going to be giving her children. My brother just got married. They're talking about having, well, he wants one. She wants like 20 kids. So we'll see which number they end up on in the end. All right. Ear color can go away. Oh, so over this whole coughing thing. Like, it's not even producing any mucus for my lungs. It's just a dry, dumb, stupid, unproductive cough. Oh, I forgot an eye. So does anybody have any fun plans for the week coming up? Because for me, it's just Sunday evening. But does anybody else have any exciting plans for anything coming up? I have Katie's appointment. It's about the extent of what I have going on. Is this the color I want to start with? Yes, it is. Though I do need... My air quality this morning was another reason why Echo couldn't go out in the morning, because he's like, it's only in the 70s. Please let me out. It was 61, which is just moderate. We've been riding out in the 30s for a while, so that's the highest we've seen it since 4th of July. And anything above 50, they don't get to go out, much to Echo's anger. But no, Nebraska hasn't gotten hit as hard with the Canadian wildfires as other states. I know, like, the Northeast has gotten it real bad. Ooh, you're going to go antique shopping. And a wash appointment? What is a wash? Like, you're going to get your hair washed? Car washed? I'm not sure what you mean by wash appointment. What are we washing? I haven't been antique shopping in forever. Oh, wash the kitty. Oof. I remember having to do that with Sammy because of his allergies. And then Bogart always got a, in solidarity bath. Plus, he was tended to be oily because he was just a large. That was a lot of man to clean. But so far, I haven't tried to wash Katie or Echo. Okay, I take that back. Katie a few times has had to go into the shower just to have her toe beans cleaned out. Since, like, she'll dig a hole here, but then potty over here, but then bury something over here. She tends to step in it. And then it gets crusted between her beans. So, there are times when she's just not able to get it out from between her beans. And I have to take her into, we call it the wet dribble. And get her toe beans. But that's the, and the occasional washcloth. But now then after Katie's appointment, Mom's going to come over and bring the pugs so that Riley and Katie can have a play date to cheer her up after the, bloodletting. And then I'm going to order a meatball pizza for Kate. Well, I mean for everybody, but Kate and Riley are gonna really like the whole meatball pizza thing. And then the person who helps me with, oh cool, who helps me with cleaning once a month in my apartment. I've been trying so hard to catch up, but I get so easily tired moving about a bunch after being sick for a week. I've been trying to catch up on all the dishes and the trash and the cat stuff around the apartment so that it's not too bad when she comes over. And they're doing the things I can do, trying so hard to catch up on that. But yeah, my helper, she comes once a month, and they're just some things that I mentally just, I can't get to it. My mom has just pugs. She inherited that strange obsession from her mom. It's not something I'm going to be inheriting. Oh, nice. I'll have to look at your doggy later. Is it a specific kind of dog, or is it just a dog? So dog people tend to be strange, like, it's a Shetland Collie mixture, a quarter Beagle and a quarter Dachshund, and whereas cat people are like, I don't know, it's orange. He's a cat. A blue puddle. Because Kate, I call her Calico, but Calico's actually not a breed. It's just a coloring of coat. Same with Echo. I call him a tabby. I say he's a brown tabby. Hi! Oh, poodle? A blue poodle? But I think they're either American short hair or domestic short hair. I'd have to pull out her file and look. I'm going to have to get her file down anyway after my helper leaves, because... Well, you said blue puddle. I mean, some people do dye their dog colors, and some dogs, like I know the cats, there's a breed called a Russian blue. They're kind of a bluish gray. Oh, he's blue-gray. Okay, yeah, like the Russian blue cat. All right, so we're going to get Chippendale's base colors on. This is going to be the base color for their coat, which is going to take us the longest. But then after that, it will go quickly as we add in their layering. I hope my coughing isn't too loud, especially if you're wearing headphones. I'm sorry. I do pull my head away from my phone when I cough, just so you know. So yeah, I just have my cleaner helper on Monday, and then Katie did and Mom on Wednesday. Have a bunch of school stuff. Tomorrow I'm going to try and bike before my helper gets here, get it out of the apartment. But I might have to make 2 or 3 bike trips to school to get it all there, because there's just not room in my car for it all to hang out with me. So the bike kind of has to take it all. And then I have to go to the pharmacy. Prescription came ready when I was sick, and I think tomorrow's the last day I can pick it up before they put it back on the shelf. So I need to go do that. So I think I'll be making 3 bike trips tomorrow. See, I do what I can, but mentally a lot of it's really hard for me to clean. And right now, physically, after being sick, I'll do like 20, maybe 30 minutes, and then I have to lay down and take a nap. I'm exhausted, my legs are shaky. And there's a lot I need to get caught up on after being sick. So she only comes once a month. So my mom will be happy though when she comes over on Wednesday, because my apartment will be the most sparkly clean of the month. Because she always kind of nags at me. Well, while you're listening to me and carry, like, because this is one thing I do when I watch a live stream. I pick my phone up and I carry it around with me to listen and stuff. While I clean, that way I'm with, or if I'm talking on the phone with somebody, I'll put them on speaker and walk around and clean. So Harper, this is your challenge. While I'm drawing, go get a chore done, report back and tell us what you got done, and then go do another one. We are Harper's buddies. Oh, you have Bluetooth headphones. All right, well, you can still carry me around, though, so you can watch me make dots if you want. All right, what chore shall Harper report finished first? Oh, what's going on, Olivia? Oh, are you saying that the thing holding my phone is moving? I did pick up my phone and pretend to jiggle it, though, just a second ago. That might be what... The phone shouldn't topple over today. I did rearrange how I have you guys situated. Because I know that one day it was really bad. Every, 5 minutes, the phone kept toppling over. I remember, oh, it wasn't Cool Guy, was it? No, it wasn't Cool Guy. It was somebody else. He was like, it's like we're on a roller coaster. Oh, are you talking about this base? Oh, okay. I had to figure out what you were talking about. Yeah, and then his chin is white and his nose is kind of pinkish brownish. So we'll worry about that later. All right, see you in a moment, Olivia. There we go. Then I'm not sure what I'm going to do with their background. No, but today I got the laundry in the basket, put it away. I didn't fold it. I just shoved it in the drawers. The towels in the dryer were dry. So those I did fold and put away. Put another load of towels through the washer and dryer. They're in the dryer now. They're probably still a little damp. I put some sheets in the washer because tomorrow I'm going to change my sheets again. You're back. Nothing much has happened. What else did I do? I unloaded the dishwasher and refilled it. I had to walk around and collect all of the Kated's crinkle babies because those can't be in the way when my helper is vacuuming and stuff tomorrow. So it's a process of going around and finding every single crinkle baby. And then Kated gets mad. And then I had a bunch of trash and boxes. Some of the boxes Kated loves had to go in the garbage. She was not happy about that. But it happened. And I stacked another load inside of a box to go to the trash by the door. Never got back outside with the second load of trash, but that's okay. Yeah, because, I'm not going to have my helper maneuver around 5, 6 very large, chewy-sized boxes. That's just not kind. She's already coming over and helping me out. Kated gets to keep her one favorite box. And then one box we threw into the bedroom in a hidey hole for them to use, which Echo has found. I don't think Kate has. What else did I get done today? Oh, I cleared the kitchen counters. Oh, I packed my bag and backpack and bike for with school stuff to take tomorrow. Then I took a very long nap. And Echo did join me at the end of my nap. That was nice. See, I think tomorrow I'll focus on the rest of what's in the laundry, the stuff that needs to go to school, and then I have another cat commission. Somebody asked me to do that. I only got mostly done at the farmer's market because eventually it was so hot, I was dripping so much sweat. And I'm like, I have to tuck this away so I don't like ruin it, because since these are watercolor based like inks, it will run if it gets wet. So his we needed the other light color for his cheeks aren't as dark. You're back, sorry. Welcome back. We're talking about chores we have to do and chores we don't like to do. I just like how every time you wash the dishes, there are more dishes. They conspire against us. They breed in the sink. Now, Mom was thinking maybe on Friday we could go to Culver's. She wanted to do that next week, but next week I will be on a big bike trip. So if I go live with you guys next week, some of the days I will not be at home. I will be on a big bike adventure. So maybe then I could show you guys my bike because it'll probably be in my hotel room with me. That depends on if the room I have has a little table I can draw on. Where? Oh, it's because of the dot. I thought it ended at Zari. So I was kind of ignoring the N. But the N is part of it, Zarin. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Yeah, because if people have like a name and then a bunch of numbers or a dot and then more letters, I tend to ignore what's on the second half. Hi, Maddie. Oh, you're in Spain? Oh, yeah, you made your friend with the spider, and I said it was going to become your familiar, and you guys were going to do great magic together. How's that going? Didn't we name it like Alphonse or something? We've just about got the whole gang back together. Almost done with this base layer. That makes sense. I started live like 35 minutes ago. But no, I haven't been live since the last time we were all together because I was sick. Okay, now get back in there. Stupid marker. Okay, there we go. Now, ooh, got 2 bags of trash out. All right, next chore, go. Is this the next color I want? Yes, it is. This one layer is going to go faster because I'm speckling it in. Yeah, Kinsey, I was sick last week. I think I might have had the flu or something. I had a fever for several days, chills, all my joints hurt like crazy. When I didn't have the chills and body aches, I had severe hot flashes and was just boiling and had to like hang out with a bunch of ice packs to bring my core temperature down because I was dangerously overheating. Um, so yeah, I went from like freezing to over hot, and then yeah, I was sick for a few days because I had scheduled to do them. I had rescheduled it, but eventually I had to just post on my Blue Sky and Twitter that I didn't have the energy. I was just sleeping and shivering and sweating. So it was not a fun week last week. I'm so jealous of your jammy Dodgers. We need to bring those to America. We probably have some stupid American version that doesn't taste nearly as good. It's probably more sugary because Americans like a lot of sugary things. Which, I'll be honest, I like sugary things. But jammy Dodgers are not supposed to be overly sweet and sugary. I love that in the picture. I can't tell whose tail this is. They're conjoined twins. The Chip and the Dale. Keep going on those chores, Harper. You got 2 bags of trash out. You got to keep going. Have you scooped the cat poop today? I still need to do that for the evening. Okay, you've got to scoop the cat poop every day. At least go poke at it to make sure there's nothing stinky in there. Because I have to scoop every morning and bedtime. Okay. Yeah, Echo pooped since I scooped this morning. He had his poop zoomies. But if I don't scoop twice a day, both litter boxes, Echo gets upset. He has litter box trauma and anxiety, and he will poop on the floor throughout the apartment. Fun times. So, as Kay did, she's a proper little lady. She only goes in her litter box. Yeah, because see, I'll show you guys. In the picture, I don't know whose tail that is. So that's why... And see, it's only 5:35 in the afternoon where I'm at. Ugh, stupid cough. It can just bugger right off. I want to visit England one day, but I don't know if, as a teacher, that'll ever happen. We'll see if I ever save up enough to make that happen. For now, I'm just going to focus on adventures that I can bike on, like I'm doing next week. See, I've thought about doing the Russia, but the appeal has lost. I want to visit Japan. That would be cool. All right, let me check these colors here. Okay, we definitely need that one. for the left cat. Yeah, we'll use these. They're kind of the same. I love Japanese food. It's one of the few cuisines I actually can cook some recipes of is Japanese food. I love me a good bowl of white sticky rice with the protein. The U.S. is your dream. Are you asking me if you want to tell me your dream country or that America is your dream country? Okay, so now you've got a third bag of trash taken out. All right, go. What's your next chore? It doesn't just have to be taking out trash. Do you have any dishes to wash? Any laundry to fold? Oh, dishes are done. Good. Dragon with a book. I'm going to glue it on. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. I've done the whole sibling. Though I will say the one trip I really enjoyed going to with my sibling. Now your siblings are, you guys are still kids, so it's different. But when we all went to Vegas as a family, I think that was our last family vacation. My brother and I were both young adults. So, we helped pay our way. But then my brother and I both being adults, we were both told our parents, like, well, see ya. And we took off and went and did our own thing. And we didn't have to just stay and hang out with them. Like, we could just go do our own thing. And that's really nice. Because then he and I kind of got to, like, just talk and explore. A little bit of shopping, but mostly we just explored. And that was fun. Alrighty. Stripage. He's got a very prominent fat right here. But yeah, when he was a kid and we would go on vacations, well, I'm pretty sure he thought I was annoying too. I did not enjoy having to hang out with my brother. And of course, when you're a kid, you're stuck with your parents. You can't just go out and do the things you want to do. So yeah, I will say vacations are a whole lot more fun when you're an adult. I mean, you have to pay for more now that you're an adult, but you have more freedom. Then I don't have to share a hotel room with him. And he's always like, you're gross too. I think you're more gross than I am. It's like, I'm not. Agree to disagree. Yeah, once I was a teenager, and there were times when I was a teen, and my brother was like, oh, let's see, he would have been 15 or 16, so I would have been like 20, 21. And we were supposed to stay together. That was the stipulation. You may leave the parents if you stay together. Keep an eye on your brother. We just agreed not to go where we knew the parents were, and we split up and had a time to meet back up. And the parents never realized I wasn't with him, which, you know, now knowing about the world, I probably shouldn't have just abandoned him like that. But he didn't want to hang out with me either. So, all right, he has fat ones that line up here. Little one under that. Now, since they're twins, I'm trying to make sure I get markings right. That way we can tell Chip from Dale. Get the haunches. There's a little bit right there on that toe. One on the tail. There's some here. I don't think they're Bengals necessarily. I think they're just tabbies, but they might have some Bengal in them. Because this is Scruff, Queen Jellybean, there's Cooper the Rat Bag, and then there's Chip and Dale, and then Sweet Evie. Those are the siblings of Scruff. Scruff is gone. I'm sure you remember, though, Kimmy, Scruff, though. So these are, and I'm not sure which one is Chip and Dale. I still haven't figured out how to tell them apart. My phone's, oh, hi. Nice. Well, thank you for joining us. Yeah, I have, I have the YouTube on my TV, but I mostly just use it to play the birds for Echo. I don't really use it for me. I mean, sometimes I'll play like a Just Dance marathon on it to exercise, but Echo really doesn't like it when I use his YouTube, because the TV YouTube is his YouTube. The phone YouTube is my YouTube, says the man. All right, now he's got a long one that wraps all the way around. And he's got a smaller one here. I like Dolly Parton. I think she's one of the best. She's not British, though. She's American. But she donates a lot. She would be a billionaire, but she keeps donating money, and she sends books to kids so they can learn how to read. Ozzy. Oh, Scruff. Oh, okay. I thought you were still going about, because she said Ozzy Osbourne, and then you said he helped me with my first rescue. I'm like, Ozzy Osbourne helped you with your first rescue? No, Scruff did. Yeah, Scruff. Oh, that's a nasty situation to have to deal with. Yeah, and they were the ones that helped me out. I asked them where they made their calendar for, because they had this calendar for last year with all of Scruff's siblings. And so I asked them where they made their calendar out. And thank you, Ben. And so I am thinking I'm going to make a calendar with the cats I've made. All right, so now we need true black for the pupils. We've been neglecting their pupils. And then we're going to do a little bit of shading on the parts of them that are white on their chins. And then the twins will be done. And then we just have to decide on what we're going to do in the background. In the picture, they're on a wooden table. But I don't really want to do a wooden table because I don't want to distract from their beautiful coats. So we need to decide what color should their floor be. Because I can do a light gray for their wall easily. But what color should we do for the floor, you guys? What do you think? I don't think that's the same Ben. Is it? If it is, Olivia's going to kick you out. We had a Ben the other day, Ben, who was rude. Let's give him the benefit that he's not a rude Ben. All right. But what should we do for the floor? Here, I'll lift you guys up to look at the options. We're just not going to do any browns. Kind of thinking a blue for the floor. Because there is this blue blanket here, and that does look good with their coat. So I'm thinking maybe a blue floor and then a light gray wall. We might do that. Let's test some blues. Let's lay this right under them. Yes, we do need a good Ben. Okay. I think that might be too dark. And the first one I think was a little too light. Let's try this one. That one's okay. What about this one? This one's kind of... like they all kind of look the same. What about this one? It's kind of a dusty... that one's kind of purplish. I don't know, I think it's dark enough though. Yeah, there are some live streams where we have a whole conversation and then I wonder, like, that one's a bit darker. The people who watch these later, like, I don't think they can see your guys' comments. So some of my comments might seem just completely out of the blue. That's too green. I know this one's probably going to be too dark, but we'll try it. Actually, no, that's exactly what I was looking for. Put these guys back. All right, we need to check in, though, with Harper. What has Harper gotten done? Harper's doing chores. Harper said dishes were made. Litter box didn't need to be scooped. They had taken out 3 bags of trash. Is there any laundry that... is Harper still here? That needs to get put away. Well, I am going to do a light gray for the wall. So I don't want to go too blue-gray because I do have a blue-gray right here. And that's actually what I'm doing for Uni's background. But I don't want to do too much of a blue-gray for their floor because I'm going to do a light gray wall, like in their house. So... And I can keep going past 6. Just at 6. Ooh, no. I think Katie's alarm is actually turned on. And for me to turn it off, I'd have to like minimize the screen. And I think when I do that, it closes down the live stream. Doggone it. I say I can't. We can go longer than. But thank you. Yes, I do think this is a good blue. So I think tomorrow while I'm live, I'm not going to start a new cat. Because in the morning, I need to finish the commission cat. So tomorrow while I'm live, I'll be finishing their background and Uni's background. Because I feel bad that Uni still is not done. Oh no, you've hurt your back, Olivia. You're too young for that. Six, if I didn't have Katie's alarm actually set to ring, I would just set you on the counter while I fix their bowls. And then keep going while they're eating. But I think I have their alarm set to ring. And that when it rings, it shuts down the live stream. Learned that from a past experience. She banned her back. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kinsey, but I hope you have a good time with your brother visiting him. So we'll see in 7 minutes how much of this floor I can get done. Because once I fill it in, then I'm going to put in their shadow. And then actually, since I've been sitting here, I've got a bit of energy. After I feed them, I might check the laundry. Maybe I could remake my bed today instead of tomorrow. Because unfortunately there was an incident last night, so the bedding cannot stay for another night. I'll make sure I don't get blue on my finger, because then it'll make smears. Oh, well, don't sit on your floor, Olivia. Go sit in a chair. Or on a bed. Or a pillow. Silly Olivia. I mean, anybody who does good with death, I worry about their mental state and that they might be a serial killer. Death should not... I mean, even if it's somebody who, you know, has been ill and suffering, and so they're finally at peace, they're not suffering more, it's a loss. So I don't think death should ever be easy. Usually the people they're easy for turn out to be serial killers on the true crime documentaries, which I've actually been trying to watch something other than those lately. You don't have, well, do you have a bed in your room? You could sit on your bed. Or if you're going to sit on the floor, sit so you're leaning back against the side of the bed. That way, at least you have something to lean back against for support. That'll prevent you from hunching over, which causes pain. Okay, Maddie. Bloody cough. Let's see, the first death I remember, I guess would be my great-grandma on my dad's side. And we were here and not in North Dakota. So I would have been, I think, in 5th or 6th grade, or maybe just started middle school, is my guess. That's the first that I can remember. And then we wanted to go to her funeral, but it was winter, and then there was a blizzard between us and where they were at. And my dad was deployed, so we didn't have him to help us, and Mom was too afraid to drive alone with 2 kids through a storm, so we didn't get to go to her funeral. But yes, have a safe trip, Kinsey. A few more dots, and then it'll be time for me to say goodbye for the night. I have to take some cough syrup here pretty soon. That way I'll be able to sleep. But all right, so I don't forget what blue we're using. I'm going to put it here in the basket. Put Booney and Chip and Dale together here. Put away the eraser in the basket. Otherwise, Katie likes to try and eat it. Excuse me, sorry. But it is time for me to go and give Katie her medicine and to give them their dinners. But I will see you tomorrow, and we'll finish these guys if you decide to join me tomorrow. Otherwise, have a good day or night. Get some good sleep. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.